Let's get this out of the way. Robert Franks.
He's going to be fine. He tweaked his knee in the Oregon State game, and we just kind of have to wait and see if he's going to be able to go. And it didn't feel right to him, so we just sat him down. Carter Skaggs turned his ankle in that game, so he was limited tonight, but he decided to play on it. So we're a little bit banged up, and for Robo, it's just more important to get him healthy again before we put him back out there.
Was he lobbying to play tonight? Did he want to play this one?
No, I wasn't going to let him play. I let him warm up a little bit when I saw how he moved and just said, nah, you need to shut it down. And considering that, I thought we battled extremely hard in the game. If we make some of those point-blank layups that we missed, because we had enough of those sitting there, maybe it's a 10-point game, puts a little bit more pressure on them. But that team's going to be good. They're making mistakes right now, but they're getting better, it seems like, with each outing. We got a little bit more work to do before we can catch a team at that level.
What's the adjustment without him on the floor? He's someone who can kind of get a bucket when you need one, and without him there,
well, we needed his scoring tonight. You take 18 points off the floor, that's huge. And Drick had a rough night around that rim. I thought Coop was really good in the game. Probably could have scored a couple more buckets, a couple more free throws. Almost had 10 points, 5 rebounds in the game. But we missed Robo's ability to shoot the ball and spread the floor because we had some good looks. But yet, without him being out there, it clamps down on that scoring a little bit more.
Did Malachi command the game pretty well? Not a lot of turnovers and a lot of assists and scored pretty well.
I thought he really responded to the challenge. Him and Pritchard went at each other in the USA basketball camp. So it was a great matchup between those two. And I thought he did a nice job of responding to the challenge. He did not turn it over much. He was really good the first half. He was a little bit fatigued down the stretch, but I thought he was really good in the game. Probably one of the better games he's played as of late.
Ernie, 4 years into this now, where do you feel like you are in the rebuilding process? Or are you where you hoped to be?
This team comes back next year with the exception of Drick Bernstein. And we're at times, I think we're still the #1 3-point shooting team in the conference, and on any given week, we're top 5 in the nation. This team needs a few more pieces, though. We need to get a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. So am I where I want it to be? Probably not, but if we can get there, no question about it. I think the recruiting is going to be a big key, and we're hoping for a nice class coming in this year to go along with these guys coming back.
Did you have a sense going into this year that it could be a challenging year?
Yes, because we lost Josh Hawkinson, Connor Clifford, Ike Rebu, and Charles Callison. All of those guys are playing pro somewhere right now. They were solid, they were smart. If that group had to come back, we're a totally different team right now. But in a rebuilding mode, that's exactly what happens. You get them to seniors quickly, and they're out the door, and I got to reload again. And we were picked last in the conference. Well, why? Because we're so young. Malachi has never played in this building. Robert Franks, Dante Daniels are the only 2 players on that team that's ever been in this building, that's ever played in an Oregon team, ever played in an Arizona team, ever played a UCLA team. So they've got to go through all of that to get a feel for that. We're just young. And I think with this team having an opportunity to play major minutes, and now we come back one of the more veteran teams in the conference, get a couple of pieces, I think we'll be right there.
You went into the job with eyes wide open, I'm sure, but has the challenge been greater than you thought it would be?
Tony Bennett, I sat with him, and he said it's one of the toughest jobs he's ever had. Mark Few said it's an extremely tough job. For a rebuild, it's one of the toughest ones I've ever had to do. But that's the challenge of it. I remember taking St. Mary's. Mike Montgomery told me, don't take St. Mary's when I was at Stanford. I can get you a better job. I said, I need to take St. Mary's because I want to show Oregon I can coach. And St. Mary's is still a championship program today. Then when the Oregon job opened up, I remember my good friend Stu Jackson saying, don't take Oregon. They haven't won there. What are you doing? And I said, I think we can bring it back to the days of old. And sure enough, we built a championship program, and it's still a championship program today. The challenge now is to build Washington State. I will not take another. I will build this one. The tough part is Bill Moose is gone, Mike Marl is gone, Bill's secretaries Debbie's gone, Yuri's gone. So I'm sitting there right now, but I've got a great AD that comes in the door, but we're just not there yet. But we feel like we can definitely get there, though.
Yeah, with the new athletic director, do you get a sense that he's got a pretty good grasp of where you are as a program?
He has a really good grasp of where we're at because, again, I continue to tell people this. We didn't put Washington State in a hole. We're bringing them out of the hole. And we've changed players, you've changed coaches, you've changed the academic integrity and all of that. The last piece is the cultural piece. That's the hardest piece, where you change the mentality of your students and them coming in. Sometimes students say, build it and then we'll come. No, you got to help us build it to get it there. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So my energy is extremely high, extremely good. I love working with these guys, and it's just a matter of understanding, helping them understand this is a season. This is not a career. This is a season, and we'll go through it and reload it again.
They closed on a 14-0 run. Do you feel like you guys lost a little bit of composure there, the last 5 minutes maybe? Is that a teaching moment for you?
I don't think it's composure. I think we lost maybe a little bit of confidence there. When Drink missed some layups there, that probably could have made a difference. We got a little bit fatigued, and then they closed the game out in a big way. They out-athleted us down the stretch, where they would miss, go get rebounds, put them back in, and those things.
Yeah.